Hello, all of you beautiful creatures from the pineapple to the big apple, from Maine to Spain. Welcome to the Zero Dark Tony channel. I am Tony D, your host. You are in the right place. Now, before we get started, don't make me come over there, okay? Hit the like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and don't forget those notification bells. It's going to help my channel. It's going to help you, your dentist, your friends, your neighbor, your librarian. It's going to help everyone. All my socials are going to be in the description below. So let's get to this video. Let's go. Elon Musk. Rarely is there a news cycle that goes by without hearing his name. He has been called the real Iron Man, Tony Stark, the savior of free speech with his purchase of social media juggernaut Twitter, and the greatest mind of our time. As the inventor of Tesla and this controversial appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, he's no stranger to controversy or the media. But behind the public veil, the extraordinary wealth of the richest man in the world, who would know him better than his ex-wife and Canadian author Ghislaine Musk, who recently gave a speech about her genius ex-husband.
Really funny Simpsons episode. Elon has this meaningful relationship with Homer. It's very romantic. And at one point, the Smithers character says to another character that somebody like Elon must have a darkness in his soul.
I know that she made out really well after divorcing Elon. They also have some kids together, but she's got some really great comparisons to artists and entrepreneurs here.
The writer Lucy H. Pierce has a quote that I like a lot. She says, "As creatives, our job is to uncover what lies in the darkness and give it new life, new identity." And I realize that artists and entrepreneurs are a lot alike, and that they are both obsessed with creating something out of nothing, with pulling value from the dark.
So hold on. Do you guys think that artists and entrepreneurs are similar? I want to know what you think. Put it down in the comments below. Let's get back to the video.
And it made me think that before we call these people visionaries, before they have that kind of success, we have other words for them. We call them, geek, or outsider, socially awkward, weird, a little different, odd one out.
Stop. We've all felt different, right? But what makes us the same?
So I'd like to wrap up by getting to Elon's advice, which is to always go beyond memorizing formulas, passing tests, to always go deep into the underlying principles of a subject, to track any problem down to the root cause buried in the dirt in the dark. And I would add to that and say, be brave enough, be bold enough, and be insane enough to see things more completely, more vividly, more fully than everybody else around you. And refuse to look away from what you see and what you know, even if people want to burn you at the stake. Because visionaries, they take all that passion and their badass personalities and their mad skills and the mastery of their chosen subject matter, and they use it to put themselves on the line, unlike anybody else you'll ever meet. And it's this that allows them to open up windows into another deeper reality in which transformation is possible and things of awe happen on a regular basis. Because in the beginning, we don't trust them because we think they're crazy, but by the end, we trust them because we know they're crazy. They're crazy enough to accomplish anything and risk it all in order to bring us something new to believe in. They might make lousy husbands and terrible wives. They might be the friend who never sends you a birthday present and forgets to show up for coffee. But they bring light to the dark, and they show us the universe. Keep the channel open. Thank you.
Justine makes some really good points here, and so does Elon. I'm a little bit surprised at the humanity of the guy. Are you surprised? What do you think so far? What do you think it would be like to live with Elon Musk? Crazy, right? The Johnny Depp trial has been at the forefront of the news for weeks and weeks. From Virginia, Johnny Depp versus Team You Heard. And right now, today, we're going to look at some testimony that was a videotaped deposition of Christian Carino. This was one of the agents, super agent to the stars. By the way, also, Christian was engaged to Lady Gaga. Christian's taste in artwork, you'll notice behind him there is a Liechtenstein. That is at least a print or a litho. That's not the original. The original is in the Contemporary Museum of Modern Art in Tokyo, and it was sold for $6 million. So if you're ever in Tokyo, you can go look at it.
At some point around that time, she wanted me to arrange for them to get together in person.
And what did you do after that was requested of you by Ms. Heard?
So he's really got the inside track on a lot of Hollywood and the celebrity world. A very, very powerful mover and shaker. Let's take a look.
I arranged the meeting. Johnny was in San Francisco on tour, and I arranged to borrow a friend's house, and Amber and I flew to San Francisco and drove to the house, and Johnny showed up a few hours later.
And did the two of them meet?
Yes.
Ooh, Maron, sweet tonato. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial. She was convicted of several counts of not only trafficking in humans, but several other crimes in connection with her relationship with convicted offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, a lot of people are coming out and they're asking, why was this not televised? We could see You Heard and Depp. Why can't we see Ghislaine Maxwell? Well, we're going to get into that right now, and I'm going to show you. Let's go. So what we're going to talk about is what's called Criminal Procedure 53 in the Federal Court Rules Book. You can look this up anywhere, but it states specifically. Electronic media coverage of criminal proceedings in federal courts has been expressly prohibited under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 53 since the criminal rules were adopted in 1946. Rule 53 states, except as otherwise provided by a statute or these rules, the court must not permit the taking of photographs in the courtroom during judicial proceedings or the broadcasting of judicial proceedings from the courtroom. So basically, the reason that the trial was not televised was because of these laws. Now, can they be changed eventually? Sure, they can. And as media develops and coverage develops in these trials, so will the laws that go around them. I'm so glad you joined me here today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We're going to see you on the next one. Whoa.